Shalom. I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me the truth through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Karatza Akabar here back with another lesson through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing to be edifying to you all. Just want to speak on this image I have posted right here on your screen. Bring out a few precepts regarding that, and Lord willing to be edifying to you all. The lesson shouldn't be too long, but it's just trying to think about a topic I want to do my lesson on, so I just prayed about it, asked the Spirit to guide me, and this is what I fell upon while I was scrolling through Twitter. So I had a few precepts I want to pull out regarding it, so let's go ahead and get into it. It says, this is quoted from Dr. Francis Cress Welsing over 20 years ago. So let me see real quick. So she was an American psychiatrist. She passed about 8 years ago, but yeah, man, that's a little bit about her. I'm not gonna go into it, but she says she was a black supremacist. The Cress theory of color, confrontation, and racism offended her interpretation of what she describes as the origins of white supremacy culture. So basically a black activist against white supremacy. And what does the word supremacy mean? The state or condition of being superior to all others in authority, power, or status. Dominion. So it says white supremacy is telling our men and women to hate each other as well as themselves. At this rate, very soon our women will be teaching their girls to hate black men, and our men will be wearing dresses. And that's what she quoted, and it says it was over 20 years ago. And it could have been even longer than that. So, but with that, let's go ahead and get a precept real quick. Let me think. Let me get this one first. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So it says in NLT, you will serve your enemies whom Yahweh will send against you. You will be left hungry, thirsty, naked, and lacking in everything. Yahweh will put an iron yoke on your neck, oppressing you harshly until he hath destroyed you. So it's talking about it says the Lord in verse 49 will bring a distant nation against you from the end of the earth, and it will swoop down on you like a vulture. It is a nation whose language you do not understand, a fierce and heartless nation that shows no respect for the old and no pity for the young. So that's talking about Esau Edom taking us in the captivity. You know, when we were on the west coast of Africa, and they brought us over in these slave ships. One of the first slave ships being the name of Jesus. So, and let's look up real quick just so you know what look. So when you see things like this, and you have people claiming that they're the true children of Israel, yet you're not going to find no pictures or no images. Salakia. You're not going to find no images or no pictures of no Edomites or no white men and no yokes of iron. Salakia. All right, good. And as you can clearly see, this slave right here, which you can tell is a Negro man, it says a woman chained to a girl. Salaki. So you see the Negro woman chained to a girl and a man in irons at work in the field. But see, you won't see none of this. You know what I'm saying? You won't see anything like this where an Edomite is in yokes of iron, because it did not happen to them. We were the people who went into slavery because the Lord put us there. Like it read, man, it said the Lord will put an iron yoke on your neck, but he used Esau Edom to do it, which is just showing you that the Lord controls all things. So let's go ahead and read. Let's go back to what she said. Salaki. It says, white supremacy is telling our men and women hate each other as well as themselves. And it says, at this rate, very soon our women will be teaching their girls to hate black men, and our men will be wearing dresses. So, let me think. I want to get... And this is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. So, number one, let me get this real quick because, actually, let me read it in NLT. It says, childish leaders oppress my people, which are Esau Edom, and women rule over them. The black woman has power over us right now in this captivity. Oh, my people, your leaders mislead you. They send you down the wrong road. So at the same time, like I said, you have leaders that Jake looks up to, that was appointed by the Amalekites, Esau Edom, as well as Esau Edom, that the average Jake looks up to, whether it's a rapper, whether it's an entertainer, whether it's a basketball player. And it says, oh, my people, your leaders mislead you. They send you down the wrong road. So Esau Edom is so smart. They so wise. That's why the elder brothers always say, they say Esau was wiser than Daniel, and Daniel was very wise. Through the music they play, through the predictive programming, they know that music can control you. They know that all of these different things, whether it's movies, anything that can influence the nigga, the black man, the nigga, then we got him. It's like it says, it's leading you down the wrong road, which is why you see all of these rappers rapping about all of these wicked acts and whatnot, and then niggas go around and do the same thing. They follow after it. They look up to them people. They look up to Lil Durk. They look up to Young Thug. They look up to King Von. And you see where them niggas at right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Lil Durk is facing life in prison. You have people that look up to him, though. Oh yeah, I want to be like Lil Durk. Man, I want to do this. I want to do that, man. No, got them doing wicked acts. And they not looking at it like that. They're not looking at it that deep because they have no understanding. They're not wise. So, like I was saying, though, I want to the woman ruling over them. I want to pull up this real quick. Lord willing, I can find it. Here it is. Well, this really not the image. This is close enough. But as it reads though, man, you have Hamashiach Yahushai on the left, the husband, and then the wife. And this is the order. This is the right order that Yahweh made it to be. But then you have spiritual demon Satan, which I would rather replace that with Esau, Edom, or just the devil, because they are deceivers. And then the wife, and then the husband, as it read in the scriptures. And women rule over them. Well, it wasn't meant to be like that. That's why this place is called Babylon the Great. Now, before I get into that, let me go ahead and get this real quick. So it reads, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach. And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh, the Most High Power. So that is the order of things. That's why it reads, man, I created the woman for the man. The woman was created for the man, not the other way around. So we're in this land, which is called Babylon the Great. Because here it is. Therefore, this is Genesis 11 and 9. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because Yahweh did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did Yahweh scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. So that's talking about ancient Babylon, but it's also saying that he scattered his people across the four corners of the earth. So the reason I put this up was to get the meaning of Babel. It says Babel or Babylon, confusion by mixing. So if you look at America, Babylon the Great, you have a lot of different races, a lot of different languages, a lot of different things going on. You have lots of wickedness. This is the most wicked place on earth right now, man. This is the most wicked place of all time. You have all of the kingdoms of the Ancient of Days rolled up into this one kingdom, right? So you have, and on top of that, you have the plus of knowledge being increased with technology and all of these other things. So it's unlimited amounts of wickedness that is being run by Esau Edom right now. Which is why it says that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, as well as wickedness has increasingly polluted the earth. So let me go ahead and get back, man. It says women and it's in telling our men and women to hate each other as well as themselves. So I'm not gonna pull up the scripture regarding this, but that could be talking about, I'm not come to send a sword, but I've come to set a man at variance against his son, a woman against her daughter, and so on. And what does variance mean? To cut into two, to separate. So let me get. I already covered. What was that? Isaiah 3:12. You know, this place has made all the nations drink of the wine of her fornication, man. That's why I reason in Revelation. Let me get. Let's go. This is going back into Esau Edom ruling over us. It's the second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. So like, what does that word reputed mean? Generally believed to exist or be something specified, but not definitely the case. Supposed, putative. Have begun to be lords over us and to devour. So what does lords mean? Lord is a master. And like I said, what does the word supremacy mean? Mastery. That's another definition of supremacy, is mastery. So it says, but we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. So we were given into the hands of the heathen, but who is the firstborn that Esdras is talking about? It says, if the world now be made of our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? So that's talking about when we get the kingdom. So that's not relevant for this lesson right now. But let's get it though. Who is it talking about when it says the Lord's firstborn? It says, this is Exodus chapter 4 and verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. So that was Moses talking to Pharaoh through Yahweh. Yahweh told him to say these things to Pharaoh. That's why it's in the capital. In the capital letters. So that's just proving that the Lord put us in bondage under Esau Edom. Let's go back to the image. It says, at this rate, very soon. Well, yeah. At this rate, very soon, our women will be teaching their girls to hate black men, and our men will be wearing dresses. And the elder brother from the GMS camp, I believe his name is Ashayar, he did a lesson on this about like last week, talking about how black women hate men, how black women hate black men, and basically the origins of that, which it all came from an Edomite woman who started that movement to get the black woman to hate the black men. So nothing is by coincidence, man. That was planned years ago, years in advance, to split the black family up. Let me get. Salakia. Okay, here we go. This is Esther chapter 1 and verse 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus also believe that's another word. That's another name for Xerxes. Yeah, Artaxerxes. So it says, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus or Artaxerxes commanded Vashti the queen, which was his wife, to be brought in before him, but she came not. So you see that a lot in today's society, man. You see, especially with the end of, they refuse to be in subjection. That's what. Let's get that real quick. Salakia. I was gonna get Timothy, but Salakia, bear with me. Bro, no way. What? Oh, I'm tripping. It's First Timothy chapter 2 and 12. Salakia. I'm so thinking. I thought I was tripping. Um, this is First Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. So that's what I was trying to get. What does that word subjection mean? The act of subjecting, obedience. That's not giving me the definition. Let me look it up. Subjection. Salakia. That's not the. All right, the NLT has a better breakdown. Women should learn quietly and submissively. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman, being deceived, was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So the reason why I brought that out was because you see that Esau Edom has flipped the roles as we're in Babylon the Great. The women rule over us, as we read in Isaiah 3 and 12, when really we saw how it really was supposed to be when we read what was that, Corinthians, that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach. The head of every woman is the man. The head of Hamashiach is the Most High power. And so nowadays you have a lot of women who are fighting being in subjection, submitting to their man. When that's the reason why they were made. They were made to cater to the man, to help the man. So that's basically what she's saying, man. And let me see. Let me see, what is this? Deuteronomy 22 and 5. What's that? Oh, yeah. So this is regarding the last thing she said. This is Deuteronomy 22 and 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto Yahweh, the Most High power. And you see an excess amount of ABC people in the so-called black community, like that woman said. And the black women, they embrace that type of energy. They want it like that. There's a reason why. The black woman don't want the man to have any type of relationship with his son, because then she can control him and make the children how she wants them to be. That's the reason why Esau Edom gives them checks for doing this, which is also known as child support. But that's the thing. A woman can't teach a boy to be a man. Only a man can teach a boy to be a man. So there's a balance. You have to have both parents in the household in order to raise up the children right. And this is Isaiah 1 and 4. And it reads, I can start at verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth. And my point is in verse 4, Salakia. For Yahweh hath spoken, I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. What does the word iniquity mean? Wickedness. A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh, which means to reject. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They have gone away backward. So the people ultimately have gone away backward. They've turned their backs on the Lord, and they've done exactly the opposite of what the Lord intended us to do. Because this is the only captivity where we forgot ourselves. That's why I read, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. Which is why we always ask those JOO people, how could you have known that you were the chosen people of Israel when it reads that my people will remember themselves in the land of their captivity, which they also have not been in captivity before. So again, how could you have been the chosen people of the Lord? But as far as Jake though, like I said, man, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, and people that are laden with iniquity. Our people are wicked as hell, man. They outdone the wicked in wickedness. It's a saying that we have. But I just wanna leave end the lesson off with this one verse, or these two verses. For thy violence against this is Obadiah 1:10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So all of those things that we just covered, and with what that woman said, all those things are going to cover you with shame. But it also reads, going down to verse 15, for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. So as it read, man, in 2nd Ezra 6 and 48, 58, Salakia, 57, it said, and now, O Lord, behold these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. So you seen that word heathen again, and it said, is near upon all the heathen. And what has been done unto you, it will also be returned unto your own head. So that's also regarding those, you know what I'm saying, those who lead in captivity shall go into captivity. Those who roughly paraphrasing, those who kill by the sword shall also die by the sword. So I'm going to go ahead and end it off there. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone once again, who taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom.